Hey there everybody and welcome. It's Jackie here from stampinjack.com. It is Wednesday the 8th of June and it is Facebook Live time. It's been a little while since I've been here. As usual, life just gets in the way. I don't know, I just feel like I'm constantly playing catch up with life at the moment. I'm just barely hanging on by my fingertips as life just runs away with me. I can't believe we are in June already. It's just been so busy with work and home and being back and forth to the UK. Hi Lynn, hi Doreen, good to see you. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, lots has been happening. I've been to the UK to see my son Rupert make his confirmation, which is really, really good. We've had a half term. We had a week off. We were supposed to go to Belgium, my husband and I, which is where we first lived together. But our COVID paperwork wasn't sufficient for entry into France. So we didn't do that. So we managed to just stay in the UK and chill out. And then we've had half term. So Rupert has been back on the island with us. And we have TT. For those of you who don't know, on the Isle of Man, the big event every year is the TT, which is the motorbike road racing races, I guess, which go on for a fortnight. So it's raced on open roads. So when the races aren't happening, they're just the normal roads that we drive around on. So it's very, very exciting. I've taken a little bit of video footage, so I'll try and post something up for you. So there was supposed to be racing this evening, but it's been cancelled because it's raining. So that all ends on Friday is the final race. So it's been quite interesting. We've come to the TT a few times before, but always on holiday. So all we've got to do is think about the racing, whereas it's been quite interesting living here and, you know, managing day-to-day life, working, errands, chores, all of that in between managing the racing, working or looking at the racing. So lesson learned, next time we will just take the week off and not try and do anything else except focus on the bikes. So, but we've been very blessed apart from this evening. The weather's been fantastic and there's been some really good racing. So that must have been really, really good. In the meantime, all sorts of stuff is happening with Stampin' Up. It's just mad. So the last time I spoke to you, we were having the launch of the annual catalogue, which I have only just managed to get in the post to everybody. So apologies, it's taken me so long. Like I said, I don't know where the time has gone. I look around and it's another week gone. I don't know. I really just can't keep track. So the last time we spoke, I was doing this, and now already we've got another new catalogue coming out. So we've got the mini catalogue is retiring at the end of this month, and at the beginning of July we've got our other mini catalogue, our new mini catalogue starting, which has all of our autumn winter stuff and it's a lot of Christmas stuff. So I've had a look at it, previewed it as we do as demonstrators. I've put in my order, my pre-order. So that should be coming to me soon. As usual, it comes way too early for me to even start thinking about Christmas, but there's lots of stuff in there that's not just Christmas, so it gives me a bit of time to work up into Christmas spirit. So what I thought I'd do is, normally I do a launch party. Hi Diane. Normally I do a launch party for each new catalogue that comes out. But given that the new one coming out in July is just a few weeks away, I'm going to do a joint event with the main annual catalogue and the spring and the autumn winter catalogue, so we can do it all together rather than trying to work two in. Now I'm just trying to work out dates because we're very busy over the summer holidays. We've got a lot of visitors scheduled in for various weekends and what have you. So it's all, as I say, it's just full on in the Lawless household again, as usual. I'm just waiting for it to stop at some point, but I have a horrible feeling that's not going to happen. But anyway, so what I wanted to do tonight was to go through this catalogue to explain to you what's retiring. Lots of it is going and lots of it is discounted. So I will go through that with you. And then, conscious that Father's Day is coming up in a couple of weeks' time, I've got some fun masculine cards for you tonight with some ideas. So let's get started, shall we? I'm just going to double check my setup here. Make sure that I'm okay and I can see everybody. That's good. Hi, Sue. Good to have you. Let's just... I want to share this. There it goes. So I'm just going to put this into our VIP group. Make sure everybody can see it. There we go. So, how is everybody? How are things? How's life? Oh, I lost it. Here we go. So, I think I can see comments. There we go. So let's just get going. We'll start with the catalogue. So, if you've got this catalogue, grab it, have it to hand, and you can mark it up as we go through. If not, you can watch it on the replay. If you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, and you don't want to sit through all of this, but you want to see the cards, I'll just put it in the description, the time at which I finish this bit and we start the cards, so you can skip straight to the crafting if you want. So let's get going. So let's start with the Sweet Talk Suite. So as usual, all of the collection, this code here, which is be able to buy everything in the suite, that always goes. So the Sweet Conversations stamp set is retiring, but it's the bundle is retiring, but I'll show you the discounts in a minute. The gingham embossing folder is staying. The sweet little boxes are 50% off, just £4.62. The iridescent rhinestones are staying, I think, yes. The real red ribbon is 30% off, £4.90. And the designer series paper is 30% off, £7.52. So the Sweet Talk Suite, the stamp set is retiring, no discount. And the dies are retiring 50% off. Now, I just want to show you, I did a Facebook Live all about this suite. So I just wanted to show you some of the cards. Hi Sue, welcome. That we made with the stamps and dies for this one. So I love this one. This is my favorite of these cards. So I would suggest that this be on your list. If you haven't already got this suite, I would pick this one up before it goes. The next one is the Love and Happiness stamp set is retiring, 50% off, £10.50. And the Bouquet of Love hybrid embossing folder is also 50% off, £13.50. Now, I didn't get the stamp set because I don't have much cause or requirement for weddings and engagements and things like that. But I did get the hybrid embossing folder and coordinating dies. So here's just a couple of cards that I made using this. So this is the embossing folder. It also die cuts the heart, which is also embossed. So it's nice, it's unusual. I would recommend getting the embossing folder. And then, as I say, I've just paired it with other. So these flowers and these hearts are from the die set. No, the hearts are from the Sweet Conversations die set. And then the sentiments are just from other stamp sets that I have. So that's a handy one to have. Next up is the Gumball Greetings is 30% off, £11.90. The Frosted Beads is 10% off, £6.30. Now, I really liked these. I've used them on a few cards, but here's one of them. I think they're great for shaker cards. So if you haven't already got those, I would get those. The Gumball Machine Shaker Domes are 10% off, £5.85. So obviously these coordinate with this bundle. So you've got the Gumball Greeting dies are 50% off at £13. So the die cuts out the shape and then the dome goes into that shape. The next one is Nuts and Bolts stamp set. That's 30% off, just £14. I really like this stamp set. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, unfortunately, but I think it's really, really cute. So I would get this one. I'm going to be making a card with that a little bit later on, but definitely I would pick that one up if I was you. Incidentally, I've been through the list today and pretty much everything is still available, but everything in here is while stocks last. So next up we have the Flowering Tulips bundle. So this is the stamp set and the builder dies. They are staying in the new annual catalogue, but they won't be a bundle. So if you want these at the 10% discount, you need to get them before the end of June. The Tulip Fields bundle is retiring. The ribbon is staying. The butterflies are staying, which is great. And the paper is 10% off at £9.67. Now, the Tulip Fields bundle, the stamp set is 30% off at £11.90. The dies are not discounted. I didn't get this. It wasn't really my bag, if I'm honest. But I've seen some nice stuff done with it. This one, Rainbow of Happiness. I have had a lot of fun with this one. This is retiring. So the stamp set is 50% off at £8.50. And the dies are also retiring, but there's no discount on them. So I actually did an online class for this bundle, which was these cards here. So you can see I've made quite a few. Oh, there we go. I knew there was another one. I've made quite a few samples with this one. It's really, really fun. So again, that would be top of my list to recommend to you to get before it's gone. So the Sparkle and Shine sequins are staying. The Cloud Punch is staying. The Friends of the Forest stamp set is going 30% off, £11.20. Now, I am just rattling through this stuff. You can watch it back at slower pace if you want. So the Hello Ladybug, the stamp set and punch are in the new annual catalogue, but the bundle saving is not there. So if you like this and you like the bundle, get it now before the discount goes away. The Classic Stampin' Spots collection is staying. Wildflower Path is staying. The Crane of Fortune is retiring. The Soft Succulent Ribbon is staying. The Polished Dots are going, and I'm sad about those because they do add a very lovely subtle addition to your projects. I've used these quite a lot. So they're 10% off, £6.30. The Mother of Pearl paper is 30% off, £3.85. And the Speciality Designer Series paper, which has got some gorgeous grey and foiled designs on here, is 30% off, £9.80. So here you can see in the Crane of Fortune, the stamp set is 30% off, £15.40, and the dies are 10% off, £24.30. The Paradise Palms bundle, again, the dies and stamp set are staying, but the bundle discount is going away at the end of this month. We've got the Boughs and Blossoms, so the stamp set is retiring, 50% off, £9.50, and the punch is staying, so you'll see that in the annual catalogue. The Easter Friends is 50% off, £11. The Garden Greenhouse bundle is retiring, so the stamp set is 30% off, £14.70. Guys, can you let me know, is it blurry or is it just my eyes? I'm just looking at it on my computer screen and it doesn't seem to be very clear. I don't know if it's me, because it's clear on my phone, so I don't know if it's my computer or not. Let me just have a quick look. Bear with me. It might just be my internet connection. Hang on. Is it just me? Excellent. I should carry on then. I just spotted it on my screen and I thought, oh my goodness, I can't read any of that. I don't know if I thought it might have been because I haven't got my glasses. Anyway, if you have any problems, just leave me a comment, okay? So yes, the dies are 50% off, £16, and the stamp set is 30% off, £14.70. Next, we have the Flowering Rain boots again. So again, I really, really like this, but unfortunately I haven't had a chance to play with it, but I will be playing with it tonight. So the stamp set is 10% off, £19.80, and the dies are 30% off, just £21. This one, the Kite Delight, this was a really fun stamp set. I made this card with it, and with some of our resin stars, not raisin stars, resin stars. So that's 30% off, just £11.90. I think that's a really sweet set. Next up, we've got the Artfully Layered bundle is retiring. The ribbon is staying. The sea glass shapes are staying, which is good. And the vellum, the layering vellum, is staying, which is also good. I've used that quite a few times. The paper is retiring, 30% off, £7.52. So the stamp set Artfully Layered is retiring, 30% off, £16.10, and the dies are 10% off, £29.70. Now again, this is one where I really like the really bold leaves, and I love the fonts on these. So I'm quite disappointed that this one is gone. Again, I haven't played with it as much as I would have liked, but I just like that these leaves are just a little bit different to the normal leaves that you might have, really quite bold and graphic. So I would recommend picking that up. Dahlia Days bundle. The stamp set is 50% off, £11, and the dies are 50% off, £18. This was on my next to get list, and I was kind of hoping that it'd carry over because I really like the dies on this one. I'm not sure, I'm not entirely convinced about the stamp set, but the dies are probably, especially for this big detailed die, is probably worth it. This one, I was just not very happy about because I love the images in this flowing flowers stamp set. They're just absolutely gorgeous, and that's 10% off, £21.60. And again, I loved the fonts. The mixed fonts in this is really nice, so I would definitely recommend you pick that one up. That was one of my top picks for the catalogue this time around. The Daffodil Daydream, again, the stamp set and dies will be in the new catalogue, but they won't be discounted, so the bundle discount is going away at the end of this month. Next is the Seize the Day bundle. So the stamp set, 10% off, £19.80, and the dies 10% off, £29.70. The Oceanfront stamp set is staying. Yeah, and then the Amazing Silhouettes are staying, but the bundle discount is going away. Now I've used the thanks in this on many cards. So this is a layering die set. So you've got the word and the background that goes, the shadow that goes around it as well. So I would recommend getting that, but obviously there's no discount on it at the moment, so there's no immediate rush on that one. Eden's Garden is staying, but the bundle discount is going away. New Horizons, so the stamp set is going 10% discount at £19.80, and the dies are 10% off at £27.90. The cotton ribbon is 30% off, £5.77. The Pebbles enamel shapes are gone, no more. And then the designer series paper is 30% off, just £7.52. Now, I love this paper. And here's just a couple of cards that I've made using the paper. I would definitely recommend that you pick up a pack or 5 of this paper here before it goes away. It's absolutely stunning, really beautiful. So definitely number one pick is to get hold of this before it goes away, and especially at 30% off, that's a good deal. Eclectic Garden is staying. Timeless Tiles is staying. Gentle Waves is going away, and again I did a Facebook Live on this one, just on this background stamp set. I really, you can see there's that thanks die. I really like this stamp set. I think it's got a lot that you can do. New Horizons, Diane, yeah, just definitely. So again, this is one that I would suggest you invest. It's 30% off, £11.20. There's a lot you can do with it, and like this card shows, it doesn't just have to be C. So there's a lot you can do with that one. Definitely I would recommend picking that one up. Next is the Soaring Swallow. So the stamp set is 50% off, £10.50, and the dies are 30% off, £22.40. So these are layering dies. Again, these were on my next time list, but obviously I've just not had enough time to craft to justify getting new stuff. But I do like this. The Grassy Groves bundle, the bundle is staying and it's going to be in the annual catalogue. So the whole thing is being carried over with the discount. So that's really good. Abstract Beauty, so the Hello Beautiful, I really like this stamp set and die. So just the bundle discount is going away, the stamp set and dies are staying. So I would get a hold of this before the bundle discount goes away. The hexagons, 30% off, £4.90. The cards and envelopes, 50% off, £4.62. The ephemera pack, 30% off, £4.20. And the Specialty Designer Series paper, 30% off, £9.80. Again, I would recommend getting a hold of this paper. It's really gorgeous. It's appeared on I don't know how many different cards that I've made. It's got some very feminine stuff, some very masculine stuff, some quite funky stuff. It's a really eclectic mix, so I definitely recommend you get that paper. Happy Heartfelt is 50% off, £11.50. So I think that's, again, this is one that I kind of wanted, but I've got lots of sentiments. I would have a look at this one because it's got some really nice sentiments and I do like the font. So it's got a good range of sentiments on it there. This one is the Slim Sayings, and I've used this a lot. So you can see I've used it to create these chevrons. The sentiments are fantastic, and you've got some edgings. You really are fabulous. You are one of a kind. Happy birthday. So I know that the bundle at £68.25 was probably a bit pricey for lots of people, but now both the stamp set and the dies are discounted at 50% each. So they work completely independently of one another. So if you're not into the dies, absolutely get the stamp set. Absolutely get the stamp set. That's definitely worth it. And I would absolutely recommend the dies as well. Obviously, I really had a lot of fun playing with this particular set. But I know, as I say, at $68.25, it was a bit pricey. I got my one as a 50% off item because my total order value went above, I can't remember the amount now, where you can get an item for 50% off. So that's what I did for that one. But yeah, definitely pick up one or both of those. Best Delivery, 30% off, £11.20. The Ranunculus, I think they've pronounced that correctly, Romance Bundle. So the stamp set and dies are staying, but the bundle discount is going away. The Bragworthy, 50% off, £9. Sentimental Swirls, 30% off, £14.70. The In the Moment stamp set is staying, so I think I might well invest in that. I really like the images in that one. Next up is Heart and Home. So the bundles, the Blessing of Home and the Honeybee Home bundle are staying and will be in the annual catalogue, as will the Hive embossing folder. I'm really pleased about that because I really like that embossing folder. The Denim Ribbon is going 30% off, £4.55. The Classic Matte Dots, I think, are staying. The Doilies are going 30% off, £3.32. The Memories and More card pack is 50% off, £4.62. And the cards and envelopes is 10% off, £8.32. And the Designer Series paper is 30% off, £7.52. So here's the Blessings of Home bundle. But as I say, the whole bundle, these two bundles are staying and will be in the new annual catalogue. The Every Chapter stamp set is 30% off, £11.90. And the More Love is 50% off, £8.50. Then the Catch You Later is 50% off, £11. Again, I think this is quite cute. I didn't get round to getting it because I can't get everything, unfortunately. But I would suggest that you look at getting this one. It's really quite cute. The Happy Hedgehogs, again, the stamp set and punch will be in the annual catalogue. It's just the bundled saving will be going away. The Celebrating You carries over to the annual catalogue, which is good. I'm really surprised and disappointed at this. The butterflies and flowers layering masks are going away, and I did a whole Facebook Live with these things. These are the only two cards that I could find. So you've got layering flowers, layering butterflies, and then you've got 3 different backgrounds. They're a really inexpensive way at just £9.25 of doing some nice backgrounds and what have you. So definitely get your hands on that one before they're gone. The Cactus Cuties stamp set, 30% off, £11.20, and the Cactus Builder Punch is 50% off, £8.50. The Lucky You stamp set is 30% off, £13.30, and the Supple Shimmer speciality paper is 30% off, £3.32. Next up, again, one that I really love this one, but didn't get to play with it as much as I would like. I managed to make this card with it. So you've got the dies which create the baseball cap and some tags, and then you've got some lovely paper. And these sentiments are actually from a different stamp set, but then you've got a little small baseball cap, and you've got some stars. That baseball cap is from something else, isn't it? What am I talking about? Ignore me. I'm getting completely confused with something else. So anyway, the stamp set is 50% off, £8.50, and the dies are 30% off, £17.50. I'm getting confused with the hats off bundle. So the Baker's Twine is 30% off, £4.90. The Resin Stars are 30% off, £5.25. So again, I like those stars. They're nice. They're just a different shape. So it's a shame that they're going. And the paper is 10% off, just £9.67. So for masculine cards, there's some really good colorways and stuff in this. The Let's Set Sail bundle is staying and will be in the annual catalogue. So that's the stamp set and the punch. The Wildlife Wonder stamp set is carrying over. The Home and Garden bundle is retiring. And again, I just didn't get an opportunity to play with this one. I'm going to do some stuff with it tonight. So the stamp is 50% off, £10.50, and the dies are 50% off at £13. So again, for gardening and just general masculine cards, I think this is a really great bundle. So I would recommend that you pick this one up. And then the Brave Vikings, really cute, 50% off, £9.50. And then finally is the For the Record. Now again, I really like this. I think it's great for that sort of masculine teenage sort of card. That's 50% off at £10.50. So I would really recommend that you pick this one up. So You're Awesome, I Really Like You, Happy Birthday, and then the big record die. And this is a really good element in lots of cards. As I say, I've used it in various different cards that I've done since I've had it. So definitely recommend that you pick that one up. And I think that is it. So there we go. That is the January to June mini catalogue. All of this will end at the end of this month, at the end of June. Everything in here is now while supplies last. So as I say, for now, because we're still early-ish in the month, most things, apart from the pebbles I talked about, most things are available. But do make sure to get your orders in sooner rather than later before these products go away. I've created a new host code. So if you're placing an order, this is the code that you need to use. I'll post it up after this, and I'll put it on my website. So it's CBZ3JYGN. So when you use that host code to place your order, I will send you a thank you card and gift. Okay, thank you very much. So now let's try and do some crafting, shall we? So let me just, my computer's frozen, so let me just try and re-engage so I can see what's going on. So have any of you got any of that stuff? Or is there anything that you kind of had your eye on that you were hoping to get. Just, as I say, I can't believe, I can't believe that we're just, it's me, I know it's me because I'm just not keeping up with life, but it seems like not that long ago that all this stuff was brand new and now it's gone again, and there's more new stuff coming and it's just unbelievable. Oh, I seem to have a problem, hang on. Can you guys still hear me? Because I seem to have lost connection on my device. I guess if I have lost connection and you're there, I won't know, will I? So if you are there, you can hear me. Just leave me a comment to say so. Here we go. This looks a bit more promising. Dum, 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 dum. I think it might be my computer rather than the... Let's see. I might need a new computer. Oh my word, this is taking forever to load. Apologies, folks. I just need to make sure that we're still running. Okay, so my phone says I'm live, but my page doesn't seem to be. That can't be right. Let me just check. Bit worrying. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to carry on rather than umming and ahhing here. It seems to be working on my phone. It's telling me I'm live, so hopefully I'll be okay. And it's just my computer that's being silly. So as I said, it's Father's Day coming up in a week and a bit, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to make some masculine cards. So as I said, I'm going to start with the nuts and bolts stamp set. So I've got myself a Merry Merlot card base. So I've cut an A4 sheet in half long ways. So it could be a tent to fold this way, but I'm going to do it sideways. Ah, there I am. I'm back. Phew. Okay. I've got a 10 by 14 centimeters piece for the inside, and then I've got a layer of smoky slate, and then a layer of Whisper White, and then I've got a scrap. Okay, so we're just going to pop these to one side for the moment, and then we're going to do our 3 robots to start with. Okay, so let's just pop those on our blocks. That's a big guy. Okay, so again, these are good for These are good for children's cards, but obviously I'm going to make a slightly more grown-up masculine card with these. A bit fun. Okay, so let's ink up our first guy. And let's just stamp him here. Bottom. And then we've got our second guy. Pop him here. Okay, and then this guy, I'm just going to stamp on a scrap. Okay, so that's fine for now. So what I'm just going to grab, a couple of markers. You can use your Stampin' blends if you want, but I've stamped mine with Stays On. So if I used my Stampin' blends, it would run. So what I should have done was stamp it with Stays On, but that's okay. So you can leave them as they are, or you can just add a little bit of. I'm just going to make mine grey here. Could also use a little bit of my blender pen. These are just my Stampin' Right markers. There you go. So this is Smoky Slate. Okay, and I'm also going to use a bit of here, a bit of Pool Party. You could spend a lot of time colouring these in, but as you know me, I'm not that bothered about spending lots of time doing stuff. So I'm just going to, I'm using a bit of cherry cobbler here on a cog, which is also a flower. There we go, and I'm going to give him some cherry cobbler feet. And I know I've given him Pool Party hands, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to do cherry cobbler instead. There we go. And then for this guy, I'm going to colour the heart cherry cobbler. Like so, and then I'm going to colour his body in Pool Party. So you can see I'm not colouring it fully, I'm just giving the impression of colour. And I've got some basic grey, so I'm going to use that to add some detail down here. To his hands and his ears. Okay, and then let's just add a little bit of red top here. And then with this guy, let's do some stripes. We've got our cherry cobbler. Okay, and let's do some Smoky Slate. we go. This is a bit fiddly, but it won't take much longer. And then we're going to do some pool party. Now, we also have at the moment a special offer with regards to our kits. That if you buy one, you get the second one 50% off. And there's a really cute kit which has some really sweet little robots in it. So it's definitely worth checking those out. There we go. Alright, so now I'm just going to do a little bit of fussy cutting. I saw Mary on here earlier. I know she hates it, but it won't take long. Okay, so like we always do, we move our cardstock rather than our scissors, and we leave a small white border around. You can see it's really quite straightforward, this one. That's why I picked this guy, because he's a little less fiddly than the other two. As I say, I'm really sorry that this set is going away, because it's just cute, cute, cute. And I've seen some really fun cards on Pinterest with these as well. So these would look really cool if you stamp them and then heat emboss them in silver, or you can stamp them on foil in your StazOn. Okay, so he's going to go there. So we also have this little this piece here, which gives you the bit of ground underneath. So I'm just going to do that. Let's see. Let's do some pool party underneath, just to create that kind of, to ground them, create a little bit of shadow. Go. Okay, so we're going to pop this guy up. Okay, let's pop a mini on his little hand. Could you call it that? Whoop. There we go. Okay, so then I want my little hearts, and I'm going to take so from the Home and Garden, so tonight I'm going to be mixing and matching some stuff, so I'm going to take the Happy Father's Day sentiment, and I'm going to stamp that in black, I think, yes. And then in Cherry Cobbler, which is here. Actually, I'm going to use Mary Merlot because that's the colour of the card base. So I didn't have a Mary Merlot marker, but Cherry Cobbler is probably close enough. Okay, and then on the inside, you could say, where's my stamp? Here it is. I'm nuts and bolts about you. do that in the Merry Merlot. And then I'm going to take my little hearts, clean them off, and then using the pool party, I'm going to add some more hearts to that. Close up my ink pads. Okay, and now we're ready to assemble. Let's bring our pieces back in. Making a mess again, as usual. So this is going to be just glued onto our smoky slate layer. So again, you could change the colour scheme of this up, make it much more colourful, and it'd make a great kids card. You could add some Wink of Stella to it as well. That'd also look good. There you go. And then we'll just put this layer on the inside. So there we go. That's our first card using the Nuts About You, the Nuts and Bolts stamp set. Okay, so as I say, I think this one is 50% off if I remember rightly, so get your hands on this one. Right, next is, pop that up there. Free up some of my blocks, because I'll need them for the next card. Okay, so next up I have, where is it? I was using the Flowering Rain Boots bundle. Okay, so this one has a really interesting die in it, which is this, which cuts out, thank you Sue, glad you like it, which cuts out what's meant to be a trellis, but I thought it would make an excellent background for a masculine card. So I've cut out 2 each in Night of Navy and Balmy Blue. So it cuts out the trellis and it cuts out all these little squares. So there's all sorts of things you could do with these mixed up squares in whatever colours that you fancy. So I've just got I've got a card base in Whisper White and then a layer 1/2 centimetre smaller in Night of Navy, and then we've got another smaller layer in Whisper White. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is a bit of blending. So let me just find the appropriate brush for blue. And a piece of scrap paper. There we go. Okay, so this should do the trick. So on here, I'm just going to use, what shall I use? Let's use the Balmy Blue. Okay, actually no, it's not Balmy Blue, it's Pool Party. What am I saying? Here we go. So again, just start off so that we get a nice soft look on here. Okay. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is basically this. I'm just going to place these on here just to get an idea. Like so. Okay, so we could just leave it like that, but of course we're not gonna. But before we do that, I need to employ my favourite trick when it comes to detailed stuff like this. And my silicone mat is a mess, so I'm going to grab another one. Here we go. So I've got a separate piece of silicone. So our usual, which is we're just going to put our glue here. Now, what you could do is you could cut these out using your adhesive sheets, but of course I didn't think about that before I started cutting, so that's why I don't have them, but that's okay. Whoop, with little bits like that. This, you don't need a lot of glue. Main thing is to be careful not to lay the front of my die down. We need a little bit more glue. To lay the front of my die down over where I've already spread glue. Because otherwise it will just go all over the front and I don't want that. Okay, so now let's bring back our card. And let's arrange our pieces. Don't know if you can see that. So hopefully that is straight. Okay. Okay, get rid of that. Try and clear it off my hands. Alright, so now I'm just going to inlay some of these pieces. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just put, I'm going to use my take your pick tool and I'm going to alternate. So I'm going to use the light blue inside the navy. So I'm going to use the pool party squares inside the navy frame. And I'm just doing every second one. Is that visible? I've sat down to do it so I can't. Whoop. So I want to make sure I'm properly in frame for you. Yes, there we go. So now, like I said, there's all sorts of things that you could do with these squares. I like, I say, for mail cards, geometric designs are always a good idea. They always work well. Okay, so now let's go back in with our blue. So I think this is called the die cut inlay technique. Don't know. I just like it. So we want there, 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 and there. You could do random if you liked. You could do lots of different colours. You could extend this pattern across the whole card front. But I thought this gave enough. Here we go. Okay, and then we just trim the excess. Okay, so there we have. And I think what I'm going to do, just for completeness, is just stick a blue piece there. It's only a tiny bit, but it just looks a bit unfinished, like that. There we go, that's better. Okay, all right, so then I've got a piece here, so we're going to just do our sentiment. So I'm going to, what was I going to do with this one? Here we go. I was going to use the He's All That. Now this is a new bundle from the new catalogue. So I'm going to do the Wishing You a Happy Father's Day. And then we've got this die that will cut the sentiment out for us. So I'm just going to stamp that down in Night of Navy. Go. So again, when it comes to masculine cards, geometric designs are good, and sort of either monochromatic or limited color palettes also work well. So I really like that sentiment. And then we're just going to pop it out. Let's grab my mini boss. Get that straight. Okay, here we go. So you can see that that's actually embossed the edge as well, which is really, really nice. So I'm just going to pop that up. But before I do that, I think this needs one extra touch. Needs a little bit of spritzing. So let's just do that. So I've got my navy Stampin' Right marker and I've got the brush tip, so I'm just going to flick it in the lid of my marker, and that just creates a little bit of extra texture. There we go. Pop that there. And then we just glue this on. What time we're at? Oh, we're 9 minutes. Have we got time for another card? What do you think, ladies? Do we do one more? There we go. There we go. Oh, thumbs up and hearts. You like that one? Thank you very much. So that's card number 2. Let's just clear up a little. So let's just check the comments. Oh, you don't want to see my forehead with my glasses. Right, so next up, so we're going to keep with the Rain Boots stamp set and dies. Just move that. So we've got, what I've got here is a crumb cake card base. And then I have a piece, again, a layer of crumb cake that's 10 by 14. I've also die cut from my stitched circles a circle. And then what I'm going to do is take the Rain Boots and I'm going to stamp them. I've got a scrap of garden green. Just get them on here. That'll work. And I'm going to stamp them on a piece of garden green in garden green. Okay, so there we have a piece of nice green wellies. And then from the Home and Garden, I'm going to do the gloves. So I'm going to just stamp those in garden green onto a scrap of white. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my blender pen. Now I appear to have lost comments. Let me just see. There we are. Ah, there you are. I can see them now. Excellent. Right. I guessed that you would want another card, so I carried on. So as you can see, I'm just using the ink from the edges and just pulling it in to the center. Okay, and if I want to, I can just grab a little bit more from my ink pad. To make it darker still. So if you're not sure about colouring, you want to give it a go, or you just want to do a little bit of blending, then investing in our blender brushes is a really good way. Because then you don't need lots of different colours, you just need your ink pads, and whatever colour ink pad you've got, you can blend with. What I'm doing here is I'm just going along the lines that are already in the stamp set or on the image to help me know where to add some shading. There we go. And then the important thing is when you're done is just scribble on your scrap until your pen is clear, and then it's ready for use next time for whatever colour you want. Okay, so now just going to trim these down. Okay, so we're going to use the die cut the boots here. Okay, and then we're going to die cut the gloves using the dies from Home and Garden. The dies in this one. Okay, so now let's bring back in our cotton boss, or mini boss, as I like to call it. Okay, and we can cut these off. So there's our boots. How cool is that? I've got shifted very slightly there, but wouldn't really notice it. And that's where, if you want to get coloured boots, you can stamp your image and then colour it if you want. But because the stamp has a lot of the shading in it for you, just stamp tone on tone, so your ink onto the colour of boots cardstock that you've got, and that should give you a nice solid colour. Okay, now I'm going to just, on this one, I'm just going to trim these a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to trim that ever so slightly as well. Go. Okay, so now let's bring in our piece. So what we're going to do is put our boots on here along with the gloves. Not quite sure where they're going to go, but what I do want to do is from the Your Biggest Fan, another one that's retiring, I'm going to take this piece here, which is the speckle. What was there? What have we done with it? Ah, here it is. It's in the middle of the flag. Okay, and using some, what colour should I use? I think I'll use some soft suede. Okay, going to where's my scratch? There we go. So first of all, on my circle, okay, see that? I'm just creating basically some mud for my boots to sit on. You see that? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just do the same, just create a bit of a background. And you can see I'm being very, very random with this. Okay, so you can see the look I'm going for. As I say, it's really just to create a little bit of texture on our piece. Okay, and then I have got a little scrap of crumb cake, and I'm going to make this a happy birthday card. So I'm going to take the happy birthday from the Your Biggest Fan. So I'm going to stamp that down in soft suede. There we go, and I think we will just add a little bit of texture to that. And then I'm going to grab my banner punch. And just trim the end. A little bit more. Go. Where did my gloves go? Must be under here, I'll bet. Yep. Okay, and then I've got some twine. So I'm just going to create a little bit of... So let's just start to assemble this. I'm going to glue my boots onto my circle. So I'm just putting the glue on the bottom bit because the top bit is going to stick out. Okay, and then we'll pop our happy birthday up. So let's use our mini dimensionals for that. Okay, and then our gloves, I'm just going to glue onto our banner. Like so, and then this will all get popped up. Okay, but before we do that, we're going to do our usual little trick with our ribbon. Just create so we don't want a bow because this is a masculine card. So this is where a nice big loop like this works well. So it adds that extra texture without making it look too girly. There we go. So we only need the snail to just hold it in place, because once we place our piece over the top, that will hold all of our pieces in place. And I think I'm going to run the risk of ruining a really good card at the end, but I think I just need a little bit more. Let me just place this differently on my block. I just need a little bit more texture up this side. So that's better. Okay, and then we just pop that down on there, and I think it needs a little something around the edges, so I'm going to grab a little sponge dauber, and with my soft suede, I'm just going to add a little bit around the edges. go. And then we can pop that up. So there again, when you first look at the Flowering Rain Boots stamp set, it's very easy to think of just flowers and quite feminine sort of cards. But I think you can see from this that you could make some really quite a masculine looking card, this one. Which is good because that's what I was going for. There we go. And the garden green just gives it that lovely welly colour, and it's the closest colour we've got to proper wellies. So, you know it's coming, ladies. Let's bring back in our cards and let's see what your favourite is. Is it card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Ooh, thumbs up and hearts. Thank you very much, ladies. So, as I said, our spring-summer catalogue, this one is retiring at the end of this month, so do make sure to get hold of anything that's going away before it's gone. As I say, you can see all the discounts. Just go to my online shop and you can shop away to your heart's content. Remember to use the host code and I'll send you a free gift. Catalogues, new annual catalogues will be out soon. Well, they're gone, so they'll be with you soon. And not long after that will be the new autumn-winter catalogue. It's also worth mentioning that come July, celebration starts again, so we'll be running between July and August. So Lynn says 1, 3, 2. Diane says 2, 3, 1. Oh, complete mix. Complete mix. So I hope these have given you some ideas. For some nice masculine cards. I know that we all struggle with them a little bit. I think I've lost the comments for a second there. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. It's been fun. And I hope to see you all again soon. Take care. Bye.